In this video, we're going to talk about how to make money as an indie software developer. Hi, I'm Eddy from Rstudioworks, and on this channel we talk about software development and how to make money as a business. We don't really talk a lot about coding, but more about the business aspects of being a software developer. I will also talk a lot about my experiences, my failures, and all the startups I've created. Well, most of them have been failures up till now, but learning from my mistakes, it will help you make better decisions and will help you be more successful in your quest as well. So if you don't want to miss any future videos, consider subscribing. This will encourage me to make more videos to help you guys out. So maybe you're already a software developer, or maybe you are studying now to be a software developer. What are your reasons to get into that field? Write your comments below and tell me about it. I would really like to know why you're in the software development field. I have been a software developer for almost 6 years now, but I've been studying computer science and software development for about 9 years now. I've been trying to make my own software company for these 9 years, but I haven't been really successful at it. I've given it my best, I've tried a lot of startups, but none of them have been really successful. So what are the ways to make money as a software developer? Well, the first obvious one would be to get a job as a software developer. The salary ranges for software development is about 100k to 200k depending on where you live. And it's pretty good money for a 9-to-5 job. Another way would be to make money as a freelance developer. That is, you get paid to develop software for people. They come up with the idea and you just kind of code it up for them. And that is really good money too. Another way to make money as a software developer is to make your own products. And this is what I'm going for now. I've already started a few projects on it, and it is looking very promising. As a software developer, I'm sure you get tons of ideas every day, just like I do. But not all these ideas can make it as a product. And it can be really difficult to discern which ideas get made or not. So once you have the product idea, what you do then is validate the idea. You start asking people about it, if they like the idea, if they would buy that kind of product. But a lot of times these are biased, and a lot of people will tell you that they are really interested, it's a very good idea. In fact, they are not really willing to put their money on it. Once it's time to buy the product, they'll probably not buy it. There are other people who are gonna tell you your idea is totally crap. They are gonna discourage you from the get-go. When this happens, it can make you totally drop the idea. And maybe it was a very good idea and that person didn't like it. That doesn't mean it was not gonna work. So once the prototype is built and you have people trying it out, now if everything goes well, you can launch it to market. So once you get it on the marketplace, it's time to start your marketing. And this is the biggest issue. If you're like me, you're a more technical person. You like developing stuff, you like tinkering with stuff, and marketing is not usually one of our fortes. And this is the most important aspect of making your product successful. If you don't get that right, your product is probably gonna fail. It can be a really good product, but if nobody hears about it, nobody's gonna use it, and you're not gonna make any money out of it. And if you've invested a lot of money and time in it, and the product is not making money, and it's probably gonna discourage you to go any further. Now wait, you're gonna tell me, well, there's paid advertising with Facebook and YouTube and all these social media, maybe influencer marketing and all that. But if you're depending solely on paid advertising, I think your product is deemed to fail. Because I've tried that before and none of it worked. I would say paid advertising is mostly to increase the profit you're already getting on a product. Like if your product is successful, you make it more successful using paid advertising. Now I'm going to talk to you about the new approach I'm taking in making products. It's not the traditional way. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it, but this is the way I am doing it now. And I'm very close to launching one of my new products. So this is how I've gone about it. First of all, I needed to identify my audience. Like before even thinking about any code, thinking about any marketing, thinking about any designs or UI, UX, none of that. First of all, what I wanted to do was find my audience. Once I found my audience, I want to know what are their pain points. What are the issues they are coming up with every day? How can I make their lives better? How can I solve any of their problems? How can I automate any of their processes? Basically, solving any of their issues using software. So how do you find your audience? I've struggled a lot with that point. This is kind of difficult for software developers. A lot of us are introverts and we don't really go out and meet people that much. And this can be an issue. Like, who are you going to build that software for? One of the easiest ways to find your audience is Facebook groups. Facebook groups is usually centered about one subject. And you already have like all these people in the group already interested into that one subject. For example, fishing, soccer, photography, video, like whatever you think about, there is a Facebook group for it. Now, I'm not telling you to just go and start joining all the groups you can. Chances are you're already in a lot of groups. And the good thing about that is you already have interest in those subjects. What I chose was a group that didn't have any software developers in it. Because think about it, if you get in a group with all software developers, well, everybody's trying to do the same thing, right? We are all trying to make software for everybody. Try to see other groups where people are not really technologically inclined. Maybe we don't really use the internet that much or are not really into programming. It will be easier to help these people by addressing their pain points. And they will be willing to pay for software that makes their lives easier. Which is a good transition to pain points. How do you find their pain points? That's actually very easy. Since you're in the group already, you have probably interacted with a lot of these people. So just talk to them, watch their comments in the group, and if anybody is complaining about anything, well, this is a pain point and you need to note it down. There are many different ways to solve those pain points. What you can do is probably make processes faster, automate processes, or maybe aggregate services, like for example, sending out an email, sending out a text message, and then putting an entry in a database somewhere. Like you can do all these for these people, and we are going to be really grateful that you are automating their processes or making it faster for them. And a lot of them are going to be willing to pay for these services. So now that you have your product idea, it's time to bootstrap. I know you are a software developer and you want to code everything from scratch. But believe me, that's not the best way to go about it. Bootstrapping is the way to go. You need to have a prototype up and running as soon as possible. And this will validate your idea. This will determine if people are willing to pay for your product and if it really suits their needs. because you want to make sure you have a right product that fits their needs. Once you have that final prototype, don't be afraid to ask users in that group to try it out. They are probably going to be your first paying customers. So start posting in the groups, post screenshots, post links to the product, and if need be, start your own Facebook group. And this, my friend, is the start of a successful software company. As you can see, we already have users ready to get on our product. And as soon as you launch, you'll have people ready to pay you money to use your product. So you're going to start making money from day one of launching. I am currently past the prototype stage on my product. I've already validated my idea. People seem to like it very much. And what it does is very simple. It really cuts down a lot of manual processes, and therefore it makes their process so much faster. I'm currently building the final product that I'll be launching soon. So if you want to see my progress, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you give me a like, because that will really help me out to put out more content for you guys. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Just put it in the comments below and I'll do my best to reply to all of you guys. See you in the next one.